It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Well, hello, and welcome to Friday. We made it. The weekend is here, and I hope you have some great plans. Looks like we're going to actually have decent weather for the weekend, which it's been a while, hasn't it? So the pools are open, and everybody will be outside enjoying the great outdoors this weekend because we can. Let's do some news, tell you what's going on around the Ozarks. A scary moment for two Greene County deputies this week. They were working on a crash on Interstate 44 when another driver crashed into one of their patrol cars, which knocked that patrol car into a second patrol car. Both of those cars had their emergency lights flashing at the time. Fortunately, though, neither deputy was hurt in that crash. Could have been really bad. The driver of the car that hit them was taken to the hospital. The sheriff's department now asking drivers to pay extra attention and be sure to move over when you see those flashing police lights. City of Republic has named a temporary replacement for city administrator David Cameron as he takes the city manager job in Springfield. The new acting city administrator is Lisa Addington, is in Republic. She's been chief of staff there. Republic is beginning its search now for a permanent city administrator. David Cameron, who's leaving, will start in Springfield on July 7th. Missouri's Court of Appeals is upholding a $611 million judgment against the maker of Roundup herbicide after finding that it causes cancer. 3 people from Missouri sued Bayer, which merged with Monsanto up in St. Louis in 2018. There are 67,000 lawsuits against the company now from people alleging that the chemical glyphosate used in Roundup to spray crops caused their non-Hodgkin lymphoma. 67,000 lawsuits. Hey, if you drive a Ford, heads up, it could be under recall. You'll be finding out very soon. Ford is recalling more than 1 million vehicles because of a software issue that prevents the backup camera from working properly and could get you in some trouble if you trust it because it's delayed in some cases. It's not good. Ford is working on a fix right now. That's not expected until the third quarter, though. The Fords affected include Broncos, trucks, Expedition, Mustang, Navigator, and more. You will be notified by Ford if your vehicle is on that recall list. And there's some good news. After extreme flooding of the Findlay River, the Ozark Mill, which sits, of course, right on the river, is open once again. It had to shut down for days because of the flooding there. Everything is now open at the mill except for the garrison, which is located downstairs in the basement of the mill. That's where the flood water was heavy duty. They have flood doors that they closed up, and those flood doors did their job and prevented major flooding in the basement. But the garrison is still not quite ready to reopen, but it will soon. And Branson is getting its first Texas Roadhouse restaurant. The chain is opening 30 new locations across the country, and Missouri is getting one of them. That will be in Branson. Missouri does have 3 other current locations: Springfield, Columbia, and Jefferson City. But it's interesting to me that St. Louis and Kansas City are not on the list. So maybe Texas Roadhouse chooses its locations wisely, or at least with strategy, and not in St. Louis or not in Kansas City. Instead, in Springfield, Columbia, Jefferson City, and soon, Branson. As the Olive Garden gets closer to opening in West Springfield, it'll be its second location in town. And a new Target is being built out there in West Springfield. That area is also getting a Dutch Brothers coffee drive-thru and a Jersey Mike's sub shop. It will be the third Jersey Mike's in Springfield, and it will be Dutch Brothers' first location in town. Another, though, Dutch Brothers location is being planned for Ozark. And we told you about the Ozarks Lunkers kicking off their second season of Arena League football tomorrow night in Springfield out at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. Well, now we have the TV schedule for the Missouri State Bears football team for their very first year in Conference USA. Okay, the Bears will play 5 games in front of a national TV audience. How about that? Their first game is going to be tough. They're going to play at USC August 30th. That'll be on the Big Ten Network, so we can see that game. Their home opener will be another tough game against SMU. That will be on CBS Sports Network. They'll also play on ESPN2 at least once. We know there's the Middle Tennessee State game is on ESPN2. They'll be on CBS Sports for at least another game, and then they've got some other games on the ESPN family of networks. So good for the Bears. They're going to get a little exposure and hope they're ready for it because it's going to be tough. Next, I don't know if you saw this, but it's a wedding photo unlike any other ever, in fact. A couple in New Mexico got married recently. There was a chance for rain that day, but what they got was much more than that, and it went viral. Check this out. There you see it. That is the happy couple in the foreground. I'm explaining this for people who don't have the video podcast that they're watching, but it's a happy couple standing out in looks like the desert of New Mexico. They are kissing. Dude's got a cowboy hat on and a vest. The bride looks lovely. Behind them, though, in the background is a tornado, a very well-defined tornado. It is on the ground, touching down. It's safely behind them, and it's not a huge tornado, but it is very cool looking. So the photographer called it the most epic wedding photo ever. And, I don't think I can argue with that. You could Photoshop something better, but that's real. That actually happened behind them. And they made the best of it, took pictures because they're not right there in any danger. And to make the whole thing even better, that tornado did only minor damage and no one was hurt. So there it is, a cool wedding photo that happened last weekend. Yeah, making the rounds now on the internets. Okay, there's a lot going on around the Ozarks this weekend. Tomorrow is the annual Cox Health Kids Health and Safety Fair. That's from 9 a.m. to noon. It'll be in the parking lot of the Farrell Duncan Clinic. Lots for kids to do out there, and it is free, so you can check that out. Also tomorrow, the Show Me Reptile Show. Not for me. That's at 9:30, or it starts at 9 to 3:30 at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. So there's lots of scales, lots of tails, all things like that, if that's to your liking. So that is 9:30 to 3:30, Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. Also tomorrow, more up my alley, I would say, the Ozarks Food Truck Rally. That's happening. Also, interestingly, at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. So watch where you're stepping out there tomorrow. From 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., food trucks out there. It's a day of family fun, benefiting the Ozark Empire Fair Foundation. So a good cause. It features the best gourmet food trucks and trailers from all around the region. One-stop shopping for food trucks, which is nice. And then finally, tomorrow, from 6 to 10, you can take your dog out to the ball game. The Springfield Cardinals are presenting Bark in the Park, when dogs are welcome and, in fact, celebrated at the old ball yard. There will be a best-dressed dog competition, a pregame dog parade, and I'm assuming hot dogs. I'm assuming those will be there because everybody loves a hot dog. So you can enjoy a beautiful Friday evening with man's best friend rooting on the Redbirds. So plenty to do. And if you're wondering about the weather for the weekend, make sure you stay tuned and check out Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer. She will lay it all out for you. But I think it's going to be pretty nice. I think we have 3 days of niceness. Double check that with Abby. That is it for me on this Friday. Thank you for being with me. Sarah is expected back next week. She's doing a big race in San Francisco. It's called Escape from Alcatraz. It's a big deal. So she's out there for that triathlon, and will be back with me early next week. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on